Hello, this is H.C. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Phantasy Star 4! One thing I wanted to show you that I forgot about last time, for some reason, if you're alone, the talk command changes to a mumble command. So, yeah, I don't know that there's that many opportunities when that happens, but, well, I just wanted to show you that, so. Okay, well now let's actually get back to where I left off last time. Okay, we're back in the basement, so let's take a look around. Wonder where all those monsters are coming from anyway. Well, I mean down here, but more precisely. Now we got some steps to the right there, but I don't want to take those yet. We want to go over here to get some treasure. Oh yeah, speaking of money, when Alice extorted Han in last time, yeah, we actually got that money from him. It goes straight to us. It was just so straightforward, I didn't really think to mention it. This dungeon, well, most dungeons in this game aren't very long, fortunately. It helps that we move a lot faster, too. Hey, alright! I would imagine that cures the poison status, but I never really worry about that. Yeah, I would just use the anti-spell, which never misses in this game. But anyway, okay, so Chaz gained a level after that battle, and I want to restore some of his HP. Normally I wouldn't bother using a Monomate for stuff like that, but if I don't use it, well, yeah, I could sell it for a little money. So, okay, yeah, we'll just go ahead. We'll have Han cast Res on Chaz there, and it restores some of your HP. Hooray! Yeah, he took a couple hits in that one. Whoa! Getting Final Fantasy VII flashbacks, or, well, more like Parasite Eve, really. Yeah, what are these things? They kind of look like those monsters we've been fighting this whole time. For boss time! Against Iglanova. Now, against this guy, what he's going to do is spawn a whole bunch of enemies. But I'm going to have Alice use Vortex, which is a single targeting skill, and then that's just pure damage. And I'm going to have Chaz use Earth, which for some reason paralyzes an enemy, and hopefully that'll go through. Let's see, there's nothing really useful that Han can do, so I'll just have him attack there, or heal as necessary. So hopefully Earth will go through. Yes! Okay. So normally, if he's alone, he'll just keep on spawning enemies over and over and over again. And if that happens, I would have Alice just use her regular attack, so that way she can... Oh, okay. I guess Earth wore off quickly. So yeah, I would attack, so that way I can kill, or at least weaken, that Xenophaug enemy there. But I would like to try and paralyze him again. And... yeah, I'll have Han go after that guy. Because as long as those guys are... once he has two of them, he'll start actually attacking you. Otherwise, he'll just keep on spawning those guys over and over and over again, uselessly. But as long as he's paralyzed, we should be fine. And I love the boss music in this game, too. I love all the battle music in this game. It's kick-ass. Oh yeah, and, well, as you can tell, we actually have boss fights in this game, unlike almost every other Phantasy Star game. I mean, they do have boss fights, but like one or two in the whole game. This game is really a lot more like Final Fantasy, where you go through a dungeon, fight a boss, go to the next town, upgrade equipment, get information, go to the next dungeon, and so on and so forth. Although early on there aren't that many boss fights, but later on we get boss fights much more frequently. But alright, get another level up. What do you mean? I was running circles around that guy. Oh, he said, but we destroyed the monster. Yeah, Alice was pretty much doing all the heavy lifting there. But yeah, if you don't like using Earth because it's not perfectly reliable, yeah, just have Alice attack, and she'll be able to kill those guys before the guys it spawns, before before the boss can attack us, that is. Well, sounds like a good deal to me. We breed monsters and then we force or extort people to kill them for them. Oh, okay. Well, now you know. Can we bribe you for your silence? Well, he must know something about all this. But, okay. Well, that's gonna cost extra. But anyway, okay, let's see. We don't have any way of getting out of here, do we? No. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is walk all the way out. It's not that far. But I'll meet you back once we get up to the academy there. Okay, we're back. I think I only ran into like one battle on the way out, but anyway. One other thing I wanted to go over with the macro command here, you can set up sort of like an auto battle of commands for characters. Right now we just have the 3 attacks there, but the thing with macros is that characters will always act in the order in which you set them there. So if you put a really slow character at the start of a macro or auto battle set of commands there, it'll take forever to get around to your turn, and the enemies will just run circles around you. Like the first time I played the game, and I didn't realize that. So, if you're going to make an auto battle command, you want to put them in the order of who has the most agility to the least agility, unless you're trying to do like a combo tech or something, and I'll go over that when that becomes more relevant. Right now, we can't do any combos, at least not to my knowledge. So anyway, yeah, the stats in this game actually work! They're not like just flavor stats or anything. So let's see, Alice is probably the fastest, and Han is the slowest. So if you were to create a macro like that, let's just get rid of that, and put them in the proper order there, and there you are. Although I generally prefer putting my commands in manually, because there is quite a bit of variance from the order in which party members can act. So if Alice gets like a really bad roll on her turn order, that could really screw us over. So I try to enter them in manually, but you don't have to if you really just want to go with a macro to auto battle things. Hey, go nuts. Early on, that's not as big of a problem. Later on, not so much. But yeah, what's with all those monsters down there? Well, yeah, there were monsters. Of course they're going to be strange. Whoa. I don't think it's a good idea to beat up your employer. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I think trying to mess up your boss like that would not be... It doesn't exactly sound like the best plan. Oh, yeah, we're kicking ass and taking names. Both literally and figuratively. Oh. Well, yeah, it is a place of birth, I guess. Birth City? No, that's another game of yours. Ah, why did they do that? Seriously, I have no idea why this happened. But I suppose we'll get a little bit of an explanation here, and then I'll go into my perspective. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, what's going on? Sorry if I'm going through this a little quickly. Zio, huh? Okay, I wouldn't worry about him. You You can tell he's evil because his name begins with the letter Z. Sorry to anyone named Zach, or anyone else whose name begins with the letter Z. Ah, okay. What do you mean? Whoa! I'm gonna get everyone stoned around here! Ah. Okay. Well, never mind. So, why did he send all these monster capsules into the basement? Seriously, I mean, even knowing what Zio's plan is, I don't see how that really helps what he's trying to do. Well, let's not talk about spoilers for now. Ah. Well, good luck, Han. Oh, not sandworms. Not again! I hate sandworms. Do they look like giant penis monsters still? Let's find out. Ah, wow, you must be rich. Ah, well, okay, sounds like a plan. But yeah, as you can see, we got 300 more Mercedes. That's the currency of the Phantasy Star games, for those who didn't watch the previous LPs of mine. But alright. Okay, so let's get out of here, and we'll head to Birth Valley, I guess. Let's see, there's no equipment that I can buy here. How are we doing on stats? It might be a good idea to rest up here. Yeah, let's do it now. Or, you know, hold on. I think the next town... Yeah, you know what? The next town has an inn, so let's not do that right now. But let's get Han up to max HP. Just in case. How's it going? Well, now they're actually letting us leave and go out into the world. Wow, that's a big city. But alright, yeah, to save your game, press the start button, or whatever it's called on a Sega Genesis controller. Boom, you get your save file there. And let's see. Let's move the message speed up quite a bit there. And battle speed, yeah, that'll help out a little bit. And I'm not even going to bother changing those because I can just hotkey them. But alright, let's head to the northeast. Yep, they still look like penis monsters. Oh well. It's a slight improvement, I guess. But anyway, okay. There's not too much that's special about these guys. Eventually, you could learn a water elemental spell, and these guys would be weak to that. So yeah, we actually have traditional elemental weaknesses, like a Final Fantasy game. It doesn't quite work the same way as Final Fantasy games. It's kind of weird. There's a technical fact on, well, game facts there that goes into more detail of how it works. But yeah, I mean, I did not discover that on my own. I mean, someone else did all the actual work for that. But basically, the way it works is any skill or tech that deals damage, most enemies have a multiplier of 2, and that's sort of like normal damage. They're not weak to it, they're not especially strong against it. Hey, alright. And after that battle there, Han gained another level, and he learned the water spell, or just abbreviated for Watt for some reason. So yeah, you could use those, although it is a bit pricey at this point in the game because we don't have a whole lot of tech points, so I probably wouldn't even bother, especially against mini-worms that aren't that powerful to begin with. But anyway, the way elemental weaknesses work is whatever damage you've got gets multiplied by a number between 0 and 4, and that determines how much damage you deal. So if it's like 0, they'd be immune to that element, so to speak. Alright, hey, they brought back the monster flies from the first game. Alright. But anyway, okay, let's see. Monster flies, nothing too special about them. Crawler has, well, the most HP of any random enemy we've encountered so far, so, you know what, let's put the water spell to use because I'm going to rest up and in soon enough anyway. But otherwise, there's nothing too special about these guys. I really don't worry about status ailments in this game at all, really. I mean, if it happens, I usually have a spell that can cure it anyway. So I don't really care to stock up on healing items and things like that. Let's take a... game? Let's take a break here at the town of Mile, I guess that's what they call it, and take a moment to rest up at the inn here. I'm guessing this would be a little pricier than it was before, but Birth Valley, I don't think we can use the inn there yet. But can we find the professor over at Birth Valley? Find out next time on Let's Play Phantasy Star 4. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.